A lot of people don't know this about me, but I was broke for many, many, many years. And it wasn't because I didn't have the skill. It was because I didn't know how to think about money. And in this video, I'm going to share exactly how you can make sure this is not you. Hey there, my name is Mike Fritz. I'm the founder of Titanium Capital Investments and Power Up Real Estate. This video is brought to you by the 7 Secrets of Building Wealth and Managing Money ebook. We wrote an ebook that we want to give to you for free. That link's in the description. You can click that link and lock in your own copy of that book where we really help people understand how to think about money. And make sure you subscribe to our channel. On this channel, we really focus on helping people invest in real estate and build and start businesses so you can create an entirely different life for you and your family. But I can tell you, when I first got married, I did a lot of smart things financially. When I was about 20 years old, in my 20s and 30s, but I did a lot of stupid things. But I'll tell you this, I made a lot of money and lost it all many times because I didn't understand how money worked. And in this video, I'm going to share with you what kept me broke for years. The first one was the words I was using. I understand this might seem weird and a little woo-woo, but let me tell you, the words you use change your reality. And this is what this sounds like. When you see something that you want and say, man, I can't really afford that, your brain seeks to affirm that statement. Yeah, you can't afford that. Your parents didn't have that. Why would you drive a Porsche? It's impractical. That's just not something for you. Instead of saying, man, how could I afford that? What steps could I take, or who would I need to become in order to get that? Then your brain starts answering that question. So the truth is, the words you say change your reality. If you want to be wealthy, start using words that the wealthy use. We don't use words like filthy rich. Those words shouldn't go together. It's not filthy to be rich. Do people who have money sometimes do bad things? Sure. But the truth is, most of the people I know with money are the most generous people in the world, because we're not often shown those people through the media. Instead, we're shown the people that don't do great things, and so we start associating negativity with money. When you've watched movies, have you noticed who the bad guy is? It's always a rich guy. They always make the rich guy out to be the bad guy and the poor guy out to be the hero. And the idea is it trains us to believe being rich is bad, being rich is negative, being rich is evil, and your brain begins to deteriorate around money. In fact, I grew up in a Christian home and was a pastor, and we used to misquote this verse all the time. Money is the root of all evil, instead of the love of money is the root of all evil. The truth of the matter is, money is just money. It's an innate object. It has no power until it's given to someone. Then who they are amplifies what money actually can do. And so the truth is, for you, we have to start using words that affirm the reality we want. If you want to live in a nice home on a certain part of town, go on that side of town, and as you're driving through, say, I'm just coming home. Every single time you drive through that, say, this is home. This is home. Start telling your brain this is where you're going to live. The words you use change your reality. The second thing that kept me broke was how I thought about money. I thought about money through saving rather than investing. So one of the broke mindsets, and I know this will go against a lot of grain of what you've heard, is saving money will make you wealthy. No, it won't, for 2 reasons. Number one, saving is a hoarding mentality. I got to hold on to it because what if it leaves? You know, it's the idea that I got to save it up, save it up, save it up, because if I don't have it, then it won't. Then it's a negative mindset. It's a frantic mindset. Instead of saving, I want to invest all that into something that can produce money every month. How many of you have ever heard this phrase, money doesn't grow on trees, right? We've all heard that growing up. Your parents may have said that to you. My parents used to say, money doesn't grow on trees. I think that's because we own the wrong kind of trees. And let me tell you why. I own multifamily real estate, and it grows money every single month. Every single month, it just sprouts more money out. More money, more money. Money does grow on trees. We just have to own the right kind of trees. See, we've been told a lot of negative things about money. Instead of saving, I want you to invest your money that can create more rather than just piling it up. That's a success mindset. It's scary, like, oh yeah, I got to have a savings account. I would rather have an investing account that I'm putting that into assets that's going to create more money for me. The third one, and maybe the most important, is who I hung out with. You are the average of the 5 people you hang around. Jim Rohn proved this in 2000, early 2000s. He passed away in 2005. And he used to say the income will be the average of the 5 people you hang around. So if you want your income to go up, you have to look around. Who do you hang out with? Most of the time we hang out with people in the same financial class. If you want to go up a financial class, you need to start hanging out with people that generate more revenue than you. One of the things that I did when I finally began to break through those financial barriers, I started hanging out with people, quite frankly, that made me feel uncomfortable. They were very wealthy, very successful. And I walk into the room and I'm like, I'm not. It's very uncomfortable. But you have to be willing to be uncomfortable in order to be successful. And that's what I wasn't willing to do for years. Hang out with people that are much more wealthy. And by the way, when you go there, just ask questions, be a sponge. When they're talking, just listen. Listen to how they got to where they are. Hear their story, because you're going to learn. Again, who you hang out with is quite possibly one of the fastest and most true trajectories of where your life will end up. The fourth reason I stayed broke was the number of coaches I didn't have. Did you hear that? I didn't have. I've learned that one of the most and truest ways to become successful is to get a coach, to help coach you along in the area you're working on. I have different coaches in business, in health, in real estate. I have different coaches in all different areas because I need help. I need to grow. I still have coaches today because I believe if I'm going to get to the next level, I have to have a coach. When I see Michael Jordan and the greatest athletes of all time and the greatest business owners of all time, they all have coaches, then I'm thinking Mike Fritz probably needs a coach. And the truth of the matter is, you have to understand the power of mentorship. Mentorship changes the game. I didn't have coaches for years. One of the reasons I stayed broke. And number 5 was the amount of books I didn't read. I can tell you one of the greatest investments in the world is a book. Why is that? Because for $20 or whatever that book costs, you're getting somebody's mind dump of information. It is one of the greatest investments in the world. I would challenge you this year to read a book a month. Whenever you're watching this video, read a book a month and watch 12 different people impact you in a year. You're not the same person after a year. Then you read 2 books a month and 24 people impact you. You're not the same person. You can't stay the same when that many people are impacting you. But when I wasn't reading, I didn't read a book until I was 23 years old. And I found out that I was holding myself back by not exposing myself to the kind of content that could change my life. I stayed broke for years because of all of this stuff, and I don't want you to do that. And I have an ebook I want to give you. It's the 7 Secrets of Building Wealth and Managing Money, and I really want to give it to you for free today. In the description, if you click that link, you can get your very own free copy, and we'll make sure that that gets emailed straight to you. And again, thank you again for tuning in. Make sure you watch as many videos you need to become successful. I'll see you in the next video.